Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching China Glaze's What's the Scoop Summer 2023 collection. So I don't have any descriptions for this collection. It is still pretty new and came out really recently. So we're just going to wing it on this video. And if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Our first polish is Tambourine, and it is like this bright, super bright, hot pink polish. So all of the polishes in this collection were kind of basic colors, but I like them. Anyway, the formula is kind of jelly-ish. So a few tips on application. Do not overload your brush. Thin coats are going to pretty much be the easiest way to get pretty good even coverage on your nail. I actually did 3 coats for the swatch pictures, 2 coats for the camera, and our next polish is going to be, will that be a cup or cone? And it's like this very pretty bright strawberry watermelon pink. So I, of course, really enjoyed the color, but again, it was that kind of jelly, but not quite formula. And then because this one has a little bit of white in the base, it kind of came out more as a almost crelly. And I will admit, I was very careful with my application for the video because when I first got it and I was swatching for my nails, I did experience some patchiness even on the second coat. So I would suggest at least 3 coats for the polishes in this collection that have a little bit of that white base in it. So next up is Aren't You Glad You Melt Me, I think? No, Glad You've Melted Me. Okay, so this one, again, with the kind of jelly formula, and I found that this one was actually thinner than the other polishes in the collection, which I wasn't sure if that was because it was a lighter color or what, but this one I did do 3 coats for full opacity on my swatch pictures, and you could still see a little bit of visible nail line. So I'm thinking you might even want to go for a 4th coat, but I personally don't do 4 coats. I don't do 4 coats. So if your nails are longer, you might want to do that 4th coat. Next up is Berry Yummy. And Berry Yummy, again, with like that little bit of white in the base that makes it almost acrylic, but not quite. I think that China Glaze was experimenting with jelly formulas, which y'all know I love jellies. So that made me very happy, but I feel like the formula just missed the mark. I would be more upset about it, except for the fact that China Glaze, of all my polishes, has the best price point. So here is the side by side. These were done with 2 coats. There is no top coat on my nails at this point, and all I had underneath it was my Colores de Caro base coat, and I kind of mixed it with a ridge filler and a treatment. So it was a little bit thinner than a normal ridge filler base coat would be, so it gave natural but without going full on naked nail, because I have never found any polishes to apply perfectly for me without some sort of base or canvas. I find that it makes application just that much harder. So this one is Frozen in Lime, and it's a bright lime green, and I loved this color so much. Again, it had a little bit of white in that base, which gave me a little bit of trouble even on the second coat, but I feel like I've perfected it by cleaning one full side of the brush and then just taking a little bit of off the tip before I start applying to prevent any runoff into my cuticles. So 2 coats again on the camera and 3 coats for the swatch picture. And this brings us to our last polish. This one is Freezer Burn. So again, it's one of the darker polishes or deeper, richer colors of this polish. Still very vibrant, just like our first one. And there's like no white in the base whatsoever, which gives it that sort of jelly kind of appearance. But again, like the first coat, it's not a one coater. None of these are one coaters. And I would say unless you're like professional level application, none of these are 2 coaters. So I would definitely say do at least 3 coats, especially if you have a long nail or extremely visible nail line. So this is the side by side for the 2 colors that like there's really no comparison. They don't look alike at all, but I still had fun with this collection because I like jellies. I'm happy that China Glaze attempted at them for this collection. I would actually say keep working on the formula, perfect it, and come back with more jellies for me. So again, overall, I know that some people are going to be like, I don't do 3 coat polishes, but for me, I would do it just because I'm also keeping in mind you get what you pay for. And these were a great price point to refresh your polish collection, to fill some holes in your polish collection, or just to have something similar to a more expensive polish that you don't want to use up right this very moment. So overall, I enjoyed the collection personally for me. And if you are cool with 3 coats, I would say go ahead and grab these because like head to toe, they're under $4. So that's it for me today. I thank you all so much for being here. If you're part of my nail fam, I am sending out virtual hugs. Thank you for your comments, your support, your engagement, everything that you do. You are amazing. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out. If you like this video, go ahead and leave me a like. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.